good evening, everybody, and welcome to Butler's 53rd Annual Spirit of Christmas Parade. I'm Kayla Molzan, joined alongside Bob Cupp.
Hi, Kayla.
We're excited to be back again.
Holiday season is here.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It looks like it's a great turnout. Thousands of people have come downtown yet again to usher in the Christmas season.
Well, what a beautiful day to have a lot of festivities that actually kicked off at noon today, and celebrating Small Town Business Saturday.
Yes, yes.
And Small Business Saturday for the downtown area. So a lot of activities going on, and throughout the day the weather's been gorgeous. We've had some clouds build up here as we near parade time, but so far so good. No rain, so let's hope that that holds off for another hour and a half.
I know. I mean, we were in the 50s.
How about it?
That's hard to believe. I know the first year that you and I did this parade, we were probably in the 20s, if not the teens.
The wind chill was way down. I know it took me a good hour to get warmed up inside my home. So we're very excited to present the parade to you tonight, and we thank you for tuning in to Armstrong for a little bit of holiday enjoyment throughout the season, and this will be repeating throughout the holiday season. So it's a great time to sit back and enjoy all the festivities, see the floats that so many work so hard on.
I know.
And a little bit of music to go with it.
Yes, yeah, and the big guy, Santa Claus, going to be coming at the end of the parade.
And again, I've been very good, sir.
Got to make your list.
That's right.
It was a great afternoon. This obviously started in the evening, but we had activities up and down Main Street beginning at noon. We had a life-size Candyland, a skating rink in downtown Butler, right in the People's TWP parking lot. We had a giant snow globe. All activities were free. A lot of people I saw brought their families, brought the grandparents. I mean, when else can you have a full day's worth of activities for nothing?
How about it? Ice skating in downtown Butler, and it was 50 degrees outside.
Anything's possible.
And they had a warming station that was featuring free hot cocoa at the Butler City Fire Station, presented by XTO, who are presenting a number of the festivities here tonight, including the parade here this evening, along with the Butler Radio Network. A whole bunch of sponsors: People's Gas, McDonald's Restaurants, Applewood Chiropractic, Tri-Rivers Musculoskeletal Centers, IDL Worldwide, Shaner Automotive, who will be accompanying Santa Claus, Slippery Rock True Value, Thompson Meadow Funeral Home, Working Man Store, Fisher's Service, Morgan Management Company, Downtown Sounds, Benco Orthodontics, and the American Legion Post 117 right here in downtown Butler. So special thanks to all those folks helping to present the festivities. And here we go with the opening banner.
Here we go. It is the 53rd Annual Spirit of Christmas Parade. Again, as Bob said, presented by XTO Energy and the Butler Radio Network. You can see them carrying that banner. This is the kickoff. They're not even wearing heavy jackets. It really is 50 degrees. XTO, as you said, is our biggest sponsor, and without them, we would not be able to put this parade on this evening.
And behind the opening banner, there's the mayor of Butler, Mayor Tom Donaldson. He's leading the parade, escorted by members of the Butler City Police Force. The City Fire Department are here, along with Sheriff Mike Sloop, and you see walking with Butler Mayor Tom Donaldson, the mayor-elect, Ben Smith, who will be taking over in January. And we hear the sounds of Butler City Engine number 1, who will be following them. And we know that there was at least one of the Butler engines that had to take a little travel right before the parade got underway. So you always are concerned about that, that things will be settled down. But you can see the Pennsylvania State Police are a part of the setup here tonight. And of course, you see a lot of the great vehicles all shined up and ready to go and looking very, very nice. That's what makes this parade so special, Kayla. Having it under the lights now that it is dark, starting at 5:30, everything brightly shines. It just fits the season.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's the Butler County Sheriff's Office, and their car looking nice. It was great too. Earlier today, we mentioned all those activities. The Butler City firefighters opened up their station. They let the kids come in. It was a warming station, but they also gave them tours of the fire station and the fire trucks.
Sheriff Mike Sloop, there the city Fire Department is represented, and fire engine number 1 for the city of Butler, with some of the Butler's finest on board, protecting the city every day. It's good to see those guys in uniform here tonight.
Yes, it is.
Boy, such a beautiful vehicle, so expensive those vehicles are too. And coming in behind are the CB Rangers.
They have been serving Butler County since 1962, assisted by a group of dedicated volunteers. They offer a wide range of services, including parking, crowd and traffic control. I'm sure they're helping do that this evening. Emergency service assistance as well. As they have done for so many years, the CB Rangers are working, like I said, traffic control for tonight's parade. We thank them.
Next up is the Carn City Band, and you'll see them marching into your screen. Applewood Chiropractic Health and Fitness Center is presenting The Karn City Marching Band, with locations in Clarion and Butler, and featuring Dr. Craig Lucas and his family, who are carrying the banner and leading the band here tonight. Dr. Craig Lucas from Applewood, of course, a familiar voice to the Butler Radio Network listeners. He's part of the Butler football broadcast team with Ron Willison on WBUT. How about the Karn City Marching Band? It features 67 students in grades 7 through 12. Members perform in either the band, color guard, or gremlinettes under the direction of Mrs. Amanda Pivarito and assisted by Walker Martz and Courtney McGrady. The color guard is coached by Miss Chelsea Swarmer, and the gremlinettes are under the direction of Ms. Mandy Kamerer as well. The band has performed everywhere from Niagara Falls to New York City, Disney World, Cleveland, and the Kennywood Fall Fantasy Parades, and they'll be performing in Tennessee in the spring of next year. They're playing Jingle Bells tonight.
Following them, we have Schneider's 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. You can see Superman there and his team in their Superman-themed float. Schneider's has been serving the Butler area for 64 years with super service by supermen and women. I like that.
By the way, the theme of this year's parade is a cartoon Christmas. And all of the entries tonight were encouraged to decorate their float around that theme using any cartoon. It didn't have to be a Christmas cartoon, from classic to current, any year, any genre. And I am sure we're going to see quite a few unique displays of that.
We are. I'm not going to give anything away, but I was down there as they were setting up these floats, which a lot of them get here at noon. And this is already, they already had to plan it, recruit everybody, and then they come by Main and Penn Streets in one of the parking lots there and set it up. I mean, these folks will work really, really hard for hours.
Yeah. It was funny. It was about 6 weeks ago. I was out at one of the home improvement locations, and I heard people rooting through some different things, and they were asking some questions because they were working on their float.
They were in the planning process.
We're putting together a Christmas float for the parade.
You said, I know that parade. I'll be there that evening. It's great, though. I mean, civic organizations, churches come together. Even I ran into one group. They were neighbors, and they wanted to get a float together, and we welcome them.
The Chaleur School of Dance is coming into the screen now. They've provided 34 years of excellence in dance education for all ages, and I'm sure you're pretty familiar with Chaleur School of Dance, having been a dancer.
Absolutely, yeah. They're one of the great dance schools that we have in our area. Been around for 34 years. Offer dance education to all ages, preschool through adults. Oh, look at those reindeer prancing down Main Street. Owner Lori Portman Lewis and her staff are committed to quality dance education. Tonight, the Chaleur dancers present a festive sensation with Rockette-style reindeer, Raggedy Anns, candy cane, Santa helpers, and pom-pom dancers. Could we have some future Rockettes in that group, Bob?
Quite possibly, huh? And we saw the Rockette-style reindeer marching through. There's the Raggedy Anns, and now you've got some pom-pom dancers coming through.
Very, very festive.
And I'm sure you're familiar with the amount of hours of practice they would put together just for this kind of routine.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're used to, dancing on a stage. They had to dance the whole way down Main Street, but it's kind of like going up Main Street because there's a little bit of a hill there, which I'm sure they've noticed.
Yeah, having done the Butler Road Race for a number of years, not running it, but actually broadcasting it with Rick Davanzotti in the back of our van. We've always talked about that last grade. Everybody, I don't think you realize when you're driving in a car how big of an incline that is, but it literally starts at Penn Street and starts to climb, and then when you get to about Jefferson, that's when it really starts to increase, and it's a tough finish for that Butler Road
It
race.
Really is. I ran it once. I probably won't run it again. It was a great event, but it is hard. You're right. It starts way down at Penn Street, and that incline starts. Beautiful
night for a parade here in downtown Butler with all of the beautiful weather we've had, and let's hope that continues through the holiday season. I know everybody likes a little bit of snow. That's all right. If we get it Christmas Eve and it's gone by the day after Christmas, that'll be fine too. But I know a couple of years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, it was about 60 degrees on Christmas. I don't know. That's tough to get into, though.
We were playing like flag football in the backyard after Christmas dinner. It was kind of weird, but I guess that's what they do down in Florida and the southern states.
Yeah.
Coming into the Diamond Park area now is Petroleum Technical Services and their beautiful white float. It's Susie Snowflake and the good folks at Petroleum Technical Services who specialize in petroleum equipment sales, service, and installation of your fuel service needs. They handle everything your project needs, from design and state permitting to handing you the keys. That was a beautiful float.
I have to thank especially a number of organizations and groups here tonight as we continue our parade coverage on Armstrong. Westminster Church, especially for their hospitality every year to all of the people participating in the parade, from their team of workers led by Harry Glenn and Ross Morgan, who help in the setup and staging of the floats. That's the hub area right down in that area, in the parking lot across. They do a great job in hosting and just making everybody feel welcome.
Absolutely, opening their doors. We couldn't do it without all the volunteers. We really couldn't. I mean, it takes a village to put this event on.
Well, in the First Baptist Church Youth Group, they're a team of young people volunteered in the Candyland activities that were in the YMCA today, so pretty cool there. Here's the Butler Dog Training Association. They're a nonprofit organization serving the Butler community for over 35 years now. Their main goals are training, education, and service, and they have one of the largest therapy dog programs in Western Pennsylvania. They also have dog safety programs that are available to schools and youth groups, and you can see some of our furry young friends marching in the parade and also riding along as well. And we even see some cute decorations.
Yeah,
they seem to be into the spirit, don't
that
they?
dog dressed up like a Christmas tree. I love it. Some are being carried. Some were a little tired, couldn't make it down Main.
Well, it's a long incline, so let's look at the very well-behaved dogs. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
And I understand the next group that will be coming through, I'm a Star Club, is rather lengthy. They have a lot to their group that are coming through here tonight.
Okay. Well, we will preview them. They will be featuring Mickey and Minnie celebrating Christmas. The I'm a Star organization is a Pennsylvania state recognized club for all individuals with disabilities. The club focuses on providing social activities and free events for those with special needs and their families. You can like and follow them on Facebook. Their name again is I'm a Star organization. They're always looking for new participants as well as volunteers. And we see them decked out in yellow, appropriate for their name, I'm a Star. And here they come into the Diamond Park area.
On their float, you can see Mickey. He'll be approaching the downtown Diamond Park area.
That's a big Mickey. Can't really miss that, can you?
That's the closest thing we have to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. We've had the inflatables before, but they're so challenging to maintain through the Main Street area because of all the street lights. So it's up and down and up and down. So it's very difficult to coordinate that. But it's great to see kind of you can have inflatables.
Yes.
This is the way to do that. But look at the large group of people that are involved in this organization in helping out the I'm a Star Club tonight, from riding on the float with Mickey and marching in behind, and the great themes that they have. They've got definitely the black and gold colors on, don't they, as you referred to?
Yes, they do.
And again with Mickey, it's a cartoon Christmas theme tonight, but it's again cartoons from all genres. It doesn't matter whether it was Christmas or a classic favorite from many, many years ago.
Bob, I see some kids scuffling for some candy. That's a parade favorite, isn't it?
It is.
There's the Ark of Butler County riding along. Still decked out in yellow, passing out that candy to all the kids. We're happy to have them in tonight's parade.
They must have the candy stowed away safely inside.
They must.
And I love the themes they have with the windows decorated on their vehicles too, with the similar kind of trim. Very, very well thought out, well done here tonight. Lots of people participating in the I'm a Star Club efforts here tonight. Boy, they have to have upwards of 50 to 75, I would think, in total. I didn't count how many were on the float, but there were a lot.
There were a lot. There were a lot. You can see the amount of people packed in on each side of Butler's Main Street. It's 5, 6, 7 deep, it looks like, in some spots.
And this is the end of the parade, too, here tonight. As you're envisioning this, we're seeing the highlight and the very end here tonight, right at Diamond Park. And as soon as they get through the Diamond Park area, literally, as they head down the hill to the post office, the parade route ends, and that's where everybody's scrambling back to get back to their vehicles, because these vehicles, many of them, especially if they're marching in this parade, their vehicles are all the way back down from where they started, too. So it's quite an effort to participate, but everybody seems to love doing it. And starting to enter into the Diamond Park area right now is the Butler County Dairy Promotion, and bringing to life the cartoon Christmas movie Annabelle's Wish. is the Butler County Dairy Promotion Board. The Dairy Promotion Board helps educate and promote dairy products throughout the county. And just like Annabelle, they have a special wish this Christmas. They would like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas full of delicious dairy products that help build strong bones and teeth for a happy and healthy new year.
We see the Circus Days performers coming into Diamond Park right now. They've been with us for a number of years with this parade. They are, their theme today is old school Disney. We see the Aristocrats dancing on a piano, as well as other famous Disney characters on stilts, as well as unicycles coming the whole way down Main Street. Circus Days is a troupe of independent artists with 10 years experience. They provide fire performances for corporate and private parties, as well as community events. They also provide LED entertainment. You see them dancing right there, aerials, stilts, and unicycles. They can heat up any event. They can make it pretty entertaining. I know we've had them at several of our events, especially with the Rock Station out at Cooper's Lake Campground for our Grassroots Music Festival.
Of course, thanks to Fred Vero Photography, and of course the Spirit of Christmas Parade Committee. Can't thank them enough for the efforts that they go through and putting this together. Literally, these folks work year-round on this parade, having weekly meetings, trying to make it better, taking the critiques from years past and just trying to make it something extra special, and like it has become, and it has become something that people can enjoy all day long and kind of cap off their evening with the parade itself. But some hard-working folks, people that care about the community, that are involved in the community, from a number of businesses and volunteer organizations that all come together to make this happen.
Absolutely. I think this really caps off the whole Thanksgiving weekend. A lot of people, come into town, maybe that don't live here, but they still have family here, and this is a great event to sort of cap on that. You can see the fire I was talking about earlier, Bob. They weren't kidding with the Circus Day performers on some unicycles there.
Yeah, even their very own Evel Knievel character there.
Yeah.
And I see as well, following up their performers, they even have a float decoration too. So they've gone to great lengths, and boy, some of the firework here.
Do not try that at home. I'm glad we're watching from up here.
Again, a perfect setting and a perfect item and a perfect group to have within this Spirit of Christmas Parade at night.
There was a fire breather there. He's going to do it again. Wow. The crowd likes that.
Guaranteed he doesn't have a mustache.
I'm surprised he still has hair. There is the float that Bob talked about, still the Circus Days performers. Got some festive music coming into Diamond Park. Really intricate drawing there on that float, wow.
Christmas music playing. And of course, I think we know this next float coming into the downtown area quite well as we see the Butler Radio Network band coming into play, and it is featuring our very own Elf on a Shelf that is part of the festivities here tonight, and also WISR Radio being highlighted by the Peanuts Gang, who are walking in behind as well. And a little bit later on, you'll get to see the Elf on a Shelf listening to Alexa, but tonight you can listen to WISR Radio and all of the music that they are playing all holiday season long, from now through Christmas Day. And see some of the Peanuts characters. I see Woodstock over there. Yeah, they're having a ball.
Hi, Woodstock. Following behind them, we have the Butler YMCA dance team. Oh, there's Woodstock. He's going out.
Snoopy, too.
There's Snoopy. They're having too much fun. Following behind, we have the Butler YMCA dance team representing the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. The dance team is a program at the Butler YMCA. Their mission to put Christian principles into practice through programs that build a healthy spirit, mind, and body. that Shaggy with Northwood Realty.
It does, yeah. There's trouble in Mystery Incorporated. Northwood Realty team putting together their Scooby-Doo float and the mystery of the missing Grinch. Northwood Realty is Butler's hometown realtor, helping Santa's elves detain that nasty Mr. Grinch. What a great float. And
very fitting
Shaggy
for the
and
theme.
Sap. That's right. Next, we see the North Street Christian Church group coming through and reminding us what Christmas is all about.
Yeah, it's more than toys and presents, isn't that the truth? It's about family, it's about friends, and the birth of Christ. Their float has a Veggie Tales theme of the toy who saved Christmas. The church's youth program, kids in pre-K through 6th grade, chose the float theme and concept this year. They did a great job. North Street Christian Church's mission is to spread God's love and to show all children that they are special and wonderful through the message of the gospel. Their goal is to be a light and to never stop preaching the teachings of Christ.
And you can hear some gentlemen singing, and it is a return of the Syria Chanters out of Pittsburgh. Of course, the Syria Mosque, located in the Cheswick area. You pass the Syria Mosque right as you travel on Route 28. And the Chanters do a great job bringing great spirit to the community, and they are back with us here this year, and you can hear the crowd getting into them as well.
Following them, we have the Oneida Valley Volunteer Fire Company. They serve the Oakland Township area. The department operates under Chief Jeff Stoner. He has 55 active members and 4 vehicles currently in service, including the ones we see here tonight. We see Rescue Engine 35, Engine 35, and Brush 35. We thank those men and women for what they do in the Oakland Township area as well as throughout Butler County, keeping everybody safe every single day of the year, even on holidays.
Absolutely. We salute those volunteers of these volunteer fire companies. And if you ever thought about volunteering in your community, there's one of the first places you can start, because they're always looking for volunteers, and those volunteers have dwindled over the years.
Yes,
and to see that you know, they have all of these vehicles and they need to staff them, and as you said, they're 24/7 on call all the time in your community. And we salute those first responders out of the Oneida Valley area.
Absolutely. They brought 3 trucks with them, as you mentioned earlier. Those are expensive pieces of equipment, and they have to be maintained. And I know a lot of the departments, you know, go out throughout the year and ask for donations and doing fundraising activities. Anytime you can help, I know it's greatly appreciated.
Absolutely. You look at the engines, and those things are upwards of $300,000-$400,000 minimum. So you're looking at probably $750,000 worth of equipment alone.
Absolutely.
Just in those vehicles. Well, coming into the downtown area now is the Santa bus, operated by the Butler Transit Authority. It's the classic red trolley bus decked out in Santa's costume for the holidays. This costume is made from more than 17 yards of fabric, 12 yards of Velcro to keep it together, and piles of stuffing. And behind the Santa bus, you're going to see the authorities' one of the new CNG buses that have been talked about. You've had multiple
Absolutely.
news stories on our Butler Radio Network stations about that. Traveling with the buses tonight are members of the Transit Authority Board, as well as some of our local elected officials. And be sure to stop by the Clearview Mall tomorrow. This will be up on the food court side, and help stuff the bus. The Santa bus will be there, and you can bring up new unwrapped toys and donate them. They'll be donated off to the Salvation Army, but we welcome you to come in and check those buses out. They'll be on display. The Santa bus will be there. You can see the CNG bus, and I have a feeling I see a pit fan in the back of the vehicle there. Is that John Paul sitting on the CNG bus? So
I think it is. I think that Santa bus, that's pretty synonymous with Christmas in Butler County. We've seen that year after year, and I mean, the Toys for Tots program is so crucial to helping local children. Everybody deserves to have a Christmas. They really do.
Absolutely. It's one of the many organizations that help out this time of year for people in need, but it is so great to have those different organizations stepping forth, and it's great to see you, the listeners out there, the viewers out there who donate, even if it's just one item. If we all donate one item, think of the Christmases that you're going to help.
Absolutely, absolutely. That CNG bus, too, following the Santa bus, that's a beautiful piece of equipment. That took a lot of hard work from a lot of folks to make that happen. I believe we have 3 of those clean American natural gas buses that you'll soon see cruising around Butler County.
Yeah, they've had to put a station in, and it's going to be, it's like the LED lights that are going in all over the city. You're getting rebates because of that. Well, these are the things, the technology we have nowadays that are able to save organizations money, and that means it saves the taxpayers money.
We have another high school marching band coming into Diamond Park. It's the Moniton Junior Senior High School Marching Band, presented by IDL Worldwide. They're a global retail design and project management group. This band, under the direction of William Weltman. The band has 44 playing members, 11 additional marching members. They have performed in Disney World and Cedar Point. They'll be traveling to Washington, D.C. in 2018. Let's listen in as they play a Christmas medley arranged by Jay Dawson. They sound great. They're even decked out in lights themselves, as well as their instruments.
Yeah. Well, next up is going to be a throwback cartoon, Yogi Bear, and there's a reason for that. As you can see, we're going to have a float that has a tent on it, and that's because it's Yogi Bear's Jellystone Park at Cozy Rest. You can see Yogi and Boo Boo on the float from Yogi Bear's Jellystone Park at Cozy Rest Campground. This is a campground located in Harrisville, and it offers a great family experience for making lifetime memories. I've been a long-time camper, my whole family has been, and it is something special. So I encourage you, if you need a getaway weekend, head up to the Yogi Bear's Jellystone Park at Cozy Rest near Harrisville. You'll have a great time, and it'll be very relaxing.
Following them, we have the crime-fighting friends of the Justice League. They're saving Christmas this year. This is the AK Steel, AK Heroes float. The float is the work of our friends at AK, the leading producer of flat-rolled carbon, stainless, and electrical steel products, headquartered in Westchester, Ohio. The company employs approximately 9,400 men and women at locations across 7 states, including the Butler Works plant right in Butler Township, Butler County.
Moving into Diamond Park right now is actually our, 21st float tonight, or organization of 63 this year in the Spirit of Christmas Parade, and this is Cub Scout Pack 482, and they are out of the Connoquenessing area, and look at this elaborate float, which depicts a scene from the movie Up, with the house getting ready for takeoff. Cub Scout Pack 482 is located with Boy Scout Troop 482 in Connoquenessing and chartered by the Connoquenessing Volunteer Fire Department under the Boy Scouts of America Moraine Trails Council. The pack currently consists of 18 boys and maintains an active schedule focused on building values and strong character in a fun, safe environment. Look them up on the web, scout.org.
No one wants to be a Grinch at Christmas, but that is an impressive Grinch on the float of the Community Health Clinic. This is their version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Community Health Clinic of Butler County is a nonprofit, community-based volunteer organization that provides health care, dental care, and medication to individuals who have no or limited benefits. Their goal is to make sure everyone has access to medical and dental care.
Love the self-enclosed music they have on it as well. That's pretty great. Again, you're watching coverage here tonight of the Spirit of Christmas Parade in downtown Butler. I'm Bob Cupp along with Kayla Molzan from the Butler Radio Network. It is a cartoon Christmas, and that's the theme for this year's parade. And coming up the hill right now is another dance group that will be entering the Diamond Park area and dancing away, and it's the Kinesterius Dance and Recreation Group. They are out of Lindora, and their dance team is here participating, dancing in the parade tonight as they dance their way into the Diamond Park area. And they offer dance classes for all ages, basically from age 2 up through adults. And it's a fun and professional group, and they have classes of all levels from beginner to competitive. And in fact, they have, on the competitive level, this past summer traveled to Disney World to perform. So we thank the Kinesterius Dance and Recreation Organization of Lindora to be involved in our Christmas parade here tonight and enjoying some dancing along the parade.
Not only do they have Santa hats on, but their shoes, their sneakers were decked out in lights.
Look at that.
One red, one green. I love it.
Very thematic.
Following them, Bob, I know two things that are guaranteed to make people smile. One, ice cream. Number two, what about a giant cow? That cow's about to make its way. There you go. You see the nose right there coming into Diamond Park. This is Turkey Hill's giant dairy cow. Our friends at Turkey Hill have been downtown all afternoon handing out free ice cream samples. I can contest they were there. I saw them earlier today. They were making a lot of people smile. But Turkey Hill is more than just ice cream. The Lancaster, Pennsylvania company also offers frozen yogurt, iced tea, ice cream sandwiches, and sundae cones. And a fun fact for you, Bob, the giant cow is 13 feet long and weighs 2 tons. You don't want to get under that one. Wow.
Hey, I got to tell you what. Turkey Hill ice cream. Let me tell you a little story.
Bob likes Turkey Hill.
They have a chocolate peanut butter ice cream that it can be found at one of our local grocery stores, Friedman's.
To die for?
It is to die for. Thank you for coming into Western Pennsylvania from Lancaster. So, is that the Santa Cow, possibly? You know, there's a song called Santa Cow. Next up is our friends from Butler County Ford to talk about a well-known downtown business that has been around for a generation and beyond, well over 100 years. And it's their version of Mickey Mouse's Scrooged cartoon that features, look at it, a Model A Ford. Yes, that's beautiful. That's authentic right there from Butler County Ford. In fact, I wouldn't be shocked if that had been sold right at Butler County Ford in downtown Butler, right at the Main and Wayne. They're the home of the real deal and celebrating 100 years at the corner of Main and Wayne Streets. And hey, give them a like on Facebook. They do a great job on Facebook of doing live advertisements, showing you what's going on, talking about some of the deals of the day. And I think you'd enjoy seeing some of those.
Give them a like. Following Butler County Ford, we have Butler Beauty Academy, just a couple blocks down from Butler County Ford, located on Main Street. On their parade, they're doing a scary twist on tonight's parade cartoon theme. It's the Nightmare Before Christmas. Butler Beauty Academies are centrally located, providing a high volume of clients at their low-cost student styling salon, which helps produce well-trained and experienced stylists. You can enroll now if you're interested. It's the Butler Beauty Academy.
Right down the street from Diamond Park is where they're located. Now we hear some music entering the area. And notice the guy in the Green Bay hat getting ready for the Steeler game tomorrow.
Wow.
Shady Lady Productions and our Rock Done Right tour float. And that features Utah Burgess from Shady Lady Productions, Jesse Boldy, who has a magnificent voice, and one of our dear friends, Mr. Rob Keller, who's a part of the Noble Hops Band, and of course the Shiners Band. And Rob's doing double duty tonight because the Shiners are playing down in the Pittsburgh area tonight. But it's great to see those guys playing some live music on the Shady Lady Studio float. Shady Lady Productions does a whole bunch of activities throughout the year in supporting local businesses and local organizations with local music and entertainment. And of course, Utah and I do the Grassroots Show on the Rock Station 97.7 on Sunday nights, and along with the band jam, and of course the year-long Rock Done Right tour. And we'll be live in the studio on Sunday nights.
Not only can they play, but he can play while moving backwards on the back of a truck.
How about that?
Okay, Utah. Following them, we have Ovada. That stands for One Voice for Abused Domestic Animals. They're a nonprofit created to provide a humane officer for Butler County. That's what they seek to happen. Humane officers enforce animal cruelty laws and investigate complaints of animal abuse. We're happy to have them on tonight's parade route.
Following very closely behind them is the Nomad Indoor Drumline, a division of the General Butler Vagabonds. They were undefeated in their very first season last year, and they're going to be heading off to the Winter Guard International Percussion World Championships in April of next year. They're under the direction of Dave Campbell, and you can hear them in the background. We welcome them, a first-time participant in the Spirit of Christmas Parade. We're excited to have the Nomad Indoor Drumline out of the General Butler Vagabond Center in Lindora. Thanks, Dave Campbell, for participating and having some fun here tonight. There's one of the East Butler fire trucks.
Absolutely, and behind them we have the Little Miss Butler County Scholarship Organization. You see those two beautiful girls waving to everybody there? Those are 2017 Little Miss Butler County Josie Solinsky, as well as Junior Miss Butler County Savannah Snedden. They look beautiful tonight. They are part of the Little Miss Butler County Scholarship Organization. It was created last year in 2016 to provide young girls throughout the county an opportunity to earn scholarship money while competing in a positive atmosphere. Congratulations to them.
And We thank the East Butler Volunteer Fire Department, too, under the direction of Kevin Hesitance. He's the chief. And next year, incoming Chief Derek Thompson. They have 15 active members serving East Butler Borough and Clearfield Township with 2 engines, a rescue vehicle, brush truck, and a couple of ambulances as well. Hey, look, there's the elf on a shelf.
Is that a life-sized elf on the shelf with WBUT, Bob? I can't believe they didn't make us go up there.
And listening to Alexa as well, which you can listen to all of the Butler Radio Network stations simply by saying, Alexa, play WISR Christmas music.
She'll do it.
The Rock Station 97.7 or the Butler Radio Network News. That's an amazing talent, because it's a skill, as I've learned.
Yes.
You kind of taught me that.
It is a skill. Yeah, we invite everybody to get onto Alexa.
Yeah.
Rumbling into Diamond Park right now, this is a local motorcycle chapter of the Widow's Sons Masonic Riders Association. The Lions Grip chapter of the association is from Butler. They raise Masonic awareness in the world of sport, motorcycling, and contribute to the relief of their widows and orphans. They decorated the bikes up tonight, Bob.
Boy.
A lot of lights on those.
And I see a couple of them in short sleeve shirts. Those are tough riders.
They're tough guys and girls.
Always am amazed at people on bikes, because they're so giving and they're so involved in so many different organizations, and I salute every one of them because they give a lot of their time and their talents.
Yes, they do.
Well, we have coming into the area now as well the Penn Theater Performance Company, and they're gearing up for some animated shows at the Penn Theater. They have a little decoration set up complete with the seats from the classic and modern Penn Theater, and we're so anxious to have the Penn Theater back and open and running again.
Yeah, they've done a lot of work the last several months, really since the start of this year, holding different fundraisers to raise money to refurbish the theater. That, you know, I think anybody that's ever traveled through downtown Butler, you say the Penn Theater, they know what you're talking about, right on Main Street. And it's so cool that you see the kids there sitting in some of the seats that used to be inside that theater. That's pretty neat.
Could be one of the seats I sat in.
It could be. It could be.
I think one of the last movies I remember seeing in the old Penn Theater was Jaws.
Wow.
And I couldn't sleep that night. My dad didn't want to take me, but he ended up buying it.
I couldn't sleep for a week.
But it's great, and it's great to see that marquee lit up again. That's part of Butler County that just needs to be back and strong
yes,
again.
It does. Yes, it does. They're working to make that happen.
Yep, and a salute to all the volunteers that are part of that, and we're anxious to see that back up and running again. So any of the fundraisers they have, I hope you'll keep an ear out for it and support them.
Absolutely.
Well, I have a feeling you might know this group pretty well.
Yeah, I do. It's the Butler Center for the Performing Arts. They're kicking their way into Diamond Park right now. They are under the direction of Buddy Thompson, as well as my mom. Hi, Mom. Terry Molzan has been a longtime teacher there for decades, as well as Terry Leyland. And they teach from even before kindergarten. As soon as you're potty trained, they'll start teaching you how to dance.
Wow.
The whole way up through senior high school students. And they do great work. I mean, really, no matter whether you go on to be a professional dancer or not, it just teaches confidence and really helps the young girls and guys. We have a lot of young boys that like to dance as well, which we know it's rhythm. It even helps the football players.
Sure.
We know that with the Steelers.
Well, hey, discipline. I mean,
yes,
it's teaching you discipline, and that's what so many of the arts do, and that's why they're so very important. And we need, tax paying becomes an issue, but it seems like sports and the arts are always the first things everybody wants to cut, and this shows you how important they are.
Absolutely.
Well, we see the Bagler Buick GMC Mazda crew coming through now. They're marking the 23rd year that they have been donating food to area food banks, and you can see some of the decorations in the back of their GMC truck. When started as a friendly competition between dealership departments, it has now evolved into a two-team dealership competition with donations from employees, customers, and local businesses. And over the last 23 years, they have donated more than 350,000 pounds of food to local food banks in a remarkable effort by Bagler Buick GMC Mazda, and we thank them for their efforts.
Coming into the park now is a beautifully decorated bus from Butler Motor Transit, a Butler-based charter and tour bus company that's been servicing the Butler area for over 75 years. That is a big bus. That is a beautiful bus. and decked out for the holidays.
And you see the theme, Scooby-Doo.
Yes, you do.
You got Shaggy and the crew. You got Shaggy and the crew riding along.
What a great theme for kids. A cartoon Christmas. They do a different theme every year. I know they picked it out way back in May, but I bet a lot of the local kids appreciate it.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's a lot of debate that goes into that, too.
I bet there is.
You want to have something unique and creative. And the Spirit of Christmas Parade Committee has done just a fabulous job since this has been moved to the evening, and just creating a lot of activity. Looks like A&R Transport is entering the downtown area right now, and they provide contracted specialized transportation to meet the needs of agencies and their clients serving Butler and surrounding counties. And, they're all themed up as well, as you can see them marching through the Diamond Park area.
Following them is a bus that you see driving around the county a lot. It's the BART bus. The Butler Area Rural Transit Bus provides non-emergency transportation services for Butler County residents ages 18 and over. Is that a reindeer following the BART bus? I think it might be. Following that is the Miss Saxonburg pageant. Look at that float depicting Candyland, which is appropriate because we had the Candyland celebration earlier today inside the Butler YMCA. But this float is featuring title holders and runners-up of the Miss Saxonburg pageants. They look beautiful there. The girls' platform is being positive role models to younger girls and to promote anti-bullying. I think we can echo that is a good cause to support.
And behind them is Our Place. That's a youth peer support group offering hope and support for youth who are dealing with friends or family in addiction or recovery programs. This is a group for children aged 7 to 18, and they currently meet on Wednesdays for a little over an hour, 5:30 to 6:45 at 312 North Main Street in Butler. Drop in and find out about Our Place.
We have another Butler County marching band coming into the park, and it is the Slippery Rock High School Band. Tonight, the marching band is playing Deck the Halls under the direction of Les Fine. The band has 68 playing members. You can see them there, 28 other marching members. This year, they took first place in the Clarion Autumn Leaf Parade. They're looking forward to their next trip to New York City in April of 2018. Let's listen in to the Slippery Rock High School Marching Band. I hear Deck the Halls, Bob.
Means I'll be decking them tomorrow.
I decked mine yesterday. I beat you to it.
Well, I had to do a lot of cleaning before that.
Okay,
so we got that accomplished. Next up, it's the Butler Midget Football League celebrating their recent UYFL championship win. Of course, midget football in the Butler area has been around for a long time. They help develop character traits of responsibility, hard work, sportsmanship, and teamwork through the sport of football. And the Butler Gold team made local history back on November 4th by winning the 2017 UYFL Super Bowl. And their float, and you'll see it with its goalpost, is being followed by other members of Butler area midget football league teams, proudly representing their future of football.
Wow.
The cheerleaders coming through and enjoying you can see the float coming through here that is very well done, featuring a goalpost. And yep, there's the championship trophy
there
too.
They are.
How about that?
Wow.
Give them a big cheer, folks. Congratulations.
There's some proud boys on that float. Well deserved.
A lot of hard work. You know, think about it. They start their practice time period in the dog days of August. And usually cap that all out November 4th. So they would have gone through November playing for the championship. So it's great to see football alive and well in the community.
And a program that's lasted for so many years.
A lot of listeners out there, viewers out there, I'm sure, have participated in it in one way or another, whether it was cheerleading or playing the football game or the many coaches too.
Following them, coming into the park right now, look at those beautiful animals. It's the Butler County 4-H Alpaca Pack. They meet monthly to learn and teach others about alpacas. They raise and show their animals and work on the Asgard Alpaca Farm. They're gentle animals. They're a perfect match for the students, and they are just beautiful. lot of people with that. It's the Butler County 4-H Alpaca Pack. Contact them if you're interested in those beautiful animals.
Coming into the Diamond Park area now is a one-of-a-kind 1967 Kaiser Jeep. And this is of the Butler County Tourism and Convention Bureaus. This has to be one of the most decorated vehicles in Western Pennsylvania, because it always has a different theme. And is always out at different events. But basically this is used to promote Butler County as an attractive tourism and business destination. Always has something sampling, something regarding Butler County. And it's always great to see whether it's the canoe that you can use out at Moraine, one of the dairy promotion board cows, and a whole lot more agriculture, and there's just so many things to do. And the Butler County Tourism and Convention Bureau do a great job advertising Butler County.
Following them, we have the Mercer Road Volunteer Fire Department and their Engine 1. Beautiful piece of equipment, like they all are, and they even had some garland on that one. Thanks to the men and women from the Mercer Road Volunteer Fire Department.
And how about the Armstrong vehicle all decked out?
Wow.
Take a look at that. That's fantastic. You can tell a lot of hard work went into that. And coming into the Diamond Square area is the Southwestern Pennsylvania Human Services Care Center. And they provide mental health and drug and alcohol outpatient services, and also offer group home and long-term residential programs for people with serious mental illness. And of course, our friends from Armstrong with their take on Frosty the Snowman.
They did a great job there. Following them, we have the organization. It's called the Homeless Cats of Butler organization. They are working to help reduce the stray and feral cat population by offering low-cost spay and neuter options. They're an all-volunteer organization. They started in the fall of last year and have spayed and or neutered more than 200 cats in that time. You can check them out on Facebook. You see their banner there, the Homeless Cats of Butler group.
Thanks to Armstrong's Matt Lutz for being here, recording the parade tonight. He puts a lot of time in.
Yes, he does.
On parade day throughout the afternoon, getting things set up and ready to go, and being able to show you this throughout the holiday season, thanks to Armstrong. This is the Ancient Order of Hibernians of America. It's the oldest Irish Catholic fraternal organization, founded concurrently in the coal mining region of Pennsylvania and also New York City in May of 1836. The order can trace its roots back to a series of similar societies that existed in Ireland for more than 300 years. The order seeks to aid the newly arrived Irish, both socially and economically, and also provide a continuing bridge with Ireland for those who are generations removed from their ancestral homeland. The AOH sponsors many programs associated with promoting Irish heritage, such as the Irish Way program, scholarships, and National History Day sponsorship. And they invite all Catholics of Irish birth or descent to seek admittance to the finest Irish Catholic organization of the world. All they ask is you live by their motto, friendship, unity, and Christian charity.
Following them, we have our friends from the Salvation Army. We're going to see some Smurfs here tonight, Bob, with the Salvation Army and their Christmas efforts. The Salvation Army, of course, crucial to Butler County, provides help to needy families in the Butler area while glorifying God at all times. Majors Dan and Valerie Hazeldine, great people. I just interviewed them on WISR a few weeks back. They are dedicated to this community, not always from here, just recently moved into Butler County, and they told me they were impressed by how much people give here in this town and throughout the county.
And I encourage any of you out there listening, especially young people, drop into the Salvation Army. They always have basketball games going on. They have a lot of different things that are open to the community that I don't think a lot of people know about. So I encourage you to check it out because they are always putting something fun together, and they are always there helping the community. And of course, we know they're going to be part of Pack the Santa bus tomorrow.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
With the Butler Transit Authority.
Their doors are always open. They serve lunch and dinner to kids and adults every day. They have after-school programs. They really provide a safe place for local kids to go to.
And speaking of service organizations, here comes the Lion King, presented by none other than the Butler Lions Club. The Lions Club International is the world's largest service organization in the world, and they've served the local Butler community for 95 years. And today they have 53 members dedicated to helping others and making our community and world a better place in which to live. We salute the Butler Lions Club, part of the Spirit of Christmas Parade here in downtown Butler this year.
Following them, we're going to see some Misfit toys, Bob. It's with People's Gas. And you see Freddie the Flame coming into the park right there. Hi, Freddie. People's is your hometown natural gas company. They've been providing safe, reliable gas service to their customers here in Western Pennsylvania since 1896. Here is their float decked out in blue lights, their color there at People's. The employees of People's are proud to be part of this great community. They wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. They put a lot of effort into that float, and we thank them too. They were the sponsor of the synthetic ice skating rink. They held that rink in their parking lot on Main Street. It was packed from start to finish, and I did see some kids take some tumbles, but they got back up and they kept on skating, which I think is what you're supposed to do.
I see some of the themes on their float there, and I start wanting to sing, "I'm Mr. Heat."
Great job from People's Gas.
Next up is the Shire of Sunder Oak with their How to Train Your Dragon float.
Oh.
Again, our themes this year are a cartoon Christmas, and it doesn't have to be necessarily a Christmas-themed cartoon. The Shire of Sunder Oak is a local branch of the Society of Creative Anachronism. You may know of this group from their biggest event, which is the Pensick Festival that attracts 10,000 people, and I think that's a small number that's listed here, to the Cooper's Lake Campground in August of each year, because I think it's much more than that. Just take a look around, trust me. Smaller events are held year-round, though, and they offer people a chance to explore the many aspects of period life. So pretty cool stuff to see with regard to that. And you can look forward to seeing some of their festivities. I mean, it's amazing how many people are out at Cooper's Lake Campground for the Pensick Wars and the Pensick Festival each and every year. So,
following along with those purple pom-poms was the Butler Arrows cheerleading team. They're a Champion Force Athletics of Butler, a recreational and competitive opportunities program for boys and girls ages 4 to 17. They teach jumps, dance, kicks, stunts, and spirit in a fun and positive environment. It's the Butler Arrows Cheerleading Club.
And here you see an R-Pod trailer in the Diamond Park area, and this is for Butler RV Center. And their R-Pod trailer is decorated like a troll house from the movie Trolls. Butler RV Center provides new and used RV sales, recreational vehicle service, and parts, and they have been serving the Butler area for over 20 years. They're located basically right down the street here. Head down Route 8, and they're just south of Butler. The R-Pod you're seeing is the highest-selling RV in its class, and you can see that's something that can be towed by just about any vehicle.
Yeah.
Has
Take
a lot
that
of room.
anywhere.
Yeah, you could be taking that to your Pensick get-together at Cooper's Lake Campground, right?
I think I see Frosty the Snowman. He is riding along with Jen's Academy of Rhythm and Moves. They have over 100 students with them this evening, dancing their way into Diamond Park. Jen's Academy has been an established dance, baton, gymnastics, and cheer studio for 17 years now. The group is being led tonight by their national champions, the 5-star performers, doing their routine to Frosty the Snowman.
A little bit of fire and flame with their festivities as well.
100 students with them tonight. Wow.
That's awesome. And a special thanks if you're out there watching now and you were here in downtown Butler to see this parade live. Thank you for the support of these organizations, because not only are you enjoying standing and watching the Spirit of Christmas Parade, but you're supporting these organizations that are coming through here and have gotten into the spirit and gotten involved in participating in the parade.
Absolutely. They had to take time to be here, and they wanted to be here. They wanted to be in downtown Butler supporting their community, and we're happy to have them. That's Jen's Academy of Rhythm and Moves.
It looks like they have a lot of little ones involved.
Yeah, they do. They take up a whole city block, I think.
Again, our parade coverage here tonight, presented on Armstrong and presented by XTO Energy and the Butler Radio Network, People's Gas, McDonald's Restaurants, Applewood Chiropractic, American Legion Post, number 117 in downtown Butler. Banco Orthodontics, Downtown Sounds, Morgan Management Company, Fisher's Service, Working Man Store, Thompson Miller Funeral Home, Slippery Rock True Value, Shaner Automotive, IDL Worldwide, and Tri-Rivers Musculoskeletal Centers.
Coming into the park now is Caprine Connection, Butler County 4-H Goat Club. Toy Story is up next. The Butler County 4-H Goat Club Caprine Connection is here with their float, showing us a look inside Andy's bedroom when the toys come alive. Their members raise dairy, market, and breeding goats. Their goal is to educate and empower the youth in our county. They learn how to take care of and show the goats, as well as the importance of helping others through service projects. And they gain valuable experience by presenting in front of others. You can see their goats at both the Butler Fair as well as the farm show.
Hey, there's Woody.
There he is. Well done. Caprine Connection, Butler County 4-H Goat Club.
The Beauty and the Beast will be up next, Kayla, presented by the Butler Musical Theater Guild. And we're going to see two scenes from the story, The Beast's Castle and Gaston's Tavern. MTG, Musical Theater Guild, is a community-based organization specializing in the production of Broadway-style musicals, and Beauty and the Beast was the most recent production. First Date, a musical comedy, will be staged in April of 2018, so make a first date to remember that. And be sure to check them out online, mtgbutler.org.
Well done with those costumes. You did a great job. Following them into the park now is the float from Howard Hanna Real Estate, and they're going to be depicting Mickey's Christmas Carol. Here we see a heart-touching scene from the cartoon version of the Christmas classic. The Howard Hanna office located in the Bon Air Shopping Plaza, and their team wishes everyone some holiday cheer.
Great job by all of the folks tonight with the parade floats, the intricacy and the effort, because it's no small effort. I mean,
no, it's
first
not.
of all, you got to get something to haul it.
So you need a flatbed, I think, in most cases.
And then you need a trailer, and then all of the work that is done putting into the time and effort to putting it into making it something very special. It's been a fun night here tonight with the Spirit of Christmas Parade and the cartoon character theme. And next up, this is an organization that's probably going to take a little while to get through because it is our hometown Golden Tornado Marching Band. And I believe they have a Butler City Fire Department engine accompanying them tonight. But the band is presented tonight by our local McDonald's Restaurants, which is also a locally run organization. And carrying the banner are employees Kim, Doreen, and Crystal from McDonald's Restaurants. And tonight they're going to be playing a little Jingle Bell Jam under the direction of Jeff Kroner, Todd Karenbauer, Shanna Kelly, Stephanie Denis, Sarah McClafferty, and Debbie Greco. How about it? 180 playing members and an additional 54 marching members. And Kayla, you've been a marching member.
Yes, I was a sequinette. You can see them dancing into Diamond Park. They are fresh off of Toronto's Santa Claus Parade. They were there on November 19th. They've been everywhere. They've been Macy's. They've been to the Rose Bowl. They get around. Down to Disney.
Florida Fiesta Bowl Parade.
Absolutely.
And Kentucky Derby Parade, among others. So, and always a great sound, a visual experience when you're looking at the Butler High School Golden Tornado Marching Band. And
it really is visual. I mean, you see those lines right there. That takes work to do, to stay in line and play and march along on the right foot. They do a great job, especially having so many members.
Well, we talked about the football organizations that start their practices the first week of August. So does the marching band.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, it is the dog days. It's hot. And they're out there getting everything formed up and their formations. Their halftime shows are quite impressive.
Just a great sound.
Butler Golden Tornado Marching Band.
Talk about something that lasts a city block. That would probably be 2 city blocks.
I think so.
The Butler Marching Band.
There were sequinettes in the front, there's sequinettes in the back. We got the flaggers in their traditional white dresses. I talked about myself being a sequinette. My mom was a sequinette before me and my grandma, and we all wore the same dresses.
Wow.
I don't know if they were the exact same, but they were the same style.
Yeah. Oh, just the history behind it all, too, you know. And of course, for many years, the Butler Area School District was the biggest school district in the county, and carried a lot of tradition with that band and being represented and to be selected to play some of the locations they've played. You know, when you're selected for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, that is an enormous process just to go through, to be considered and to be accomplished to get to it. In the Rose Bowl Parade, same story.
Right.
And then you have to fundraise to get there, and the efforts that go through it. So, and here's the engine truck accompanying them, one of the Butler City Fire Department's trucks. And of course, the band has always been the traditional escort to something very special that kind of culminates our Spirit of Christmas Parade here in downtown Butler.
I think a lot of the young girls and boys, as well as Bob and myself, have been waiting for Santa and Mrs. Claus. The whole way from the North Pole came into downtown Butler tonight, and when you see him get here, I think we can all say it's Christmas time.
Absolutely. Being escorted in by Shaner Automotive. The team at Shaner, of course, keeps Santa's sleigh in tip-top condition for his long journey around the world on Christmas Eve. And this is the start of it. This is officially the start of the Christmas season when you see Santa's sleigh pull in and Santa's service station, Shaner Automotive, pulling him in. And, of course, the reindeer, and this is just awesome.
There they are. There's the man of the hour and his sidekick, Mrs. Claus. Can't forget, hi, Santa. Can't forget about her.
Well, of course, Shaner Automotive takes care of Santa and his sleigh. And of course, they're, you know,
in an A-plus way.
Yeah. Then there's Mrs. Claus, who really keeps Santa in shape enough to make that trek around the world.
We've been good. We've been good.
Of course, capping things off, the CB Rangers, who front to back have kept everybody safe along the parade route tonight and do so many times throughout the year at so many different events. It's always just, you know, you're having a fun time with the CB Rangers in here because somebody's doing something special.
Right, right.
And they're a special organization in their own right. And we thank Armstrong once again, and of course the City Police and Mayor Donaldson and the City Fire Department here in Butler, helping to coordinate and keep everybody safe throughout the day here today. It's been a remarkable day to have the 53rd annual Spirit of Christmas Parade cap off all of the events here in downtown Butler.
And now we can go through the next month, and we encourage you to come down to Main Street and do some of your shopping.
Absolutely.
We see the lights are already up the whole way down the street. They'll be up through January, I suppose, and it's a great time to come down and spend time, family and friends, and spend your money here.
Absolutely, and you know, you can spend some time shopping. There's so many unique places down here that you can shop. Whether it's shoes, you know, or if you're looking for unique knickknacks, or music event, musical items, whatever. And then, so many great restaurants down here, whether it's with a brew or without. You know, you have so many great eateries along Main Street here that you can go spend your day and then enjoy a nice meal on top of it.
Absolutely.
So come to downtown Butler and enjoy some of the festivities.
I know, we'll be hanging out here a lot. We're so excited we got to hang out with everybody tonight. We thank Armstrong and Matt. I love that they ask us to come back every year, and we're so proud to do it.
Very honored to do it. We thank you for tuning in tonight on Armstrong and wish each and every one of you and your families a very blessed holiday season and a safe one, especially as we look forward to 2018. And Kayla, it's always fun to sit down and watch the parade with you.
Yes, it is. Christmas is here now.
It is official.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.